So did you watch the BAFTAs on the weekend? I did. It was the usual English quaint little gathering that they usually have, hosted by the usual Stephen Fry, coming on, introducing everyone, making his usual gay reference jokes, and then going into a few jokes that nobody quite got because he's using a different language. I think it's hard enough for most of the English people to get all of his jokes, let alone some of the Yanks and other nationalities that they had at the BAFTAs this year. But it was a lot better than last year's, that's for sure. The splendour of the BAFTAs this year was a lot nicer, and it had a Prince William there as well, which was interesting to see. Just him by himself, no Kate or anyone. At the beginning it was a bit weird at the beginning of the BAFTAs when Tiny Temper and someone else came on and did a song/rap to a montage of all the movies that had been released through the course of the year and were mainly up for BAFTAs, rather than showing the montage that had been painstakingly created by some of the people working at the BAFTAs. They rather look at Tiny Temper, which in itself was alright, but the best bit about it was when he gave Prince William a high five. Something that you shouldn't really do. You shouldn't approach the royal family in such a way, and especially ask for high fives from them, but he did, and he got away with it, and they then went back into the humdrum monotony of the good old Stephen Fry jokes and general ambience of the films. Some of the winners were a bit obvious and others not so. Let me give you a quick rundown on who won some of these BAFTAs. The best costume design went to The Great Gatsby, which I thought was odd. I mean, I would have definitely given it, I don't know, actually, The Great Gatsby or The American Hustle. No, I think the Great Gatsby definitely deserved to win Best Costume Design on that one. The Best Production Design went to Behind the Candelabra. 12 Years a Slave missed out to that one, along with American Hustle again and Gravity. Some of the best films out there at the moment is definitely Gravity and 12 Years a Slave. If you haven't checked out my review on them, check them out along with American Hustle as well. Editing went to Mike Hill and Dan Hanley for Rush. Yet again, 12 Years a Slave, Captain Phillips and Gravity and The Wolf of Wall Street all lost out to the editing. Cinematography, that went to Gravity. Absolutely happy about the fact that the cinematography went to Gravity. The film is amazing to see with the editing that they use and the very long shots that they have of the cameras swirling around Sandra Bullock and the rig they had her in with the blue screens and some bits there, but primarily it was in front of a blue screen and you absolutely believe that they are in space with a camera watching their every move and just one static camera. It's incredible, so that definitely deserved to win cinematography. Original music went to Gravity as well. Stephen Price for Gravity. Henry Jackman lost out for Captain Phillips. John Williams for The Book Thief. Hans Zimmer for 12 Years a Slave. Don't really remember much music in 12 Years a Slave and Saving Mr. Bankman. In fact, I don't remember much. Oh no, sorry. No, of course I do. Yet again, so should have deserved to win the music. There's me thinking I don't remember much music in Gravity, but that's how well it was done. It's there to enhance the silentness and the vast emptiness of space that the two characters find themselves in, and it does it perfectly and beautifully, and therefore deserves to win the original music BAFTAs in my eyes. The Best Supporting Actress went to Jennifer Lawrence for American Hustle. She was good in that. She's only 22, but she definitely came across as somebody going on 32 who had definitely lived a down and out life and knew that her husband was cheating on her and all this. She deserved to have won that BAFTA. Should she win the Oscar? I don't know. She won the BAFTA at least. Julia Roberts lost out for August, and so did Lupita Nyong'o for 12 Years a Slave. They both missed out. Oprah Winfrey as well. Oprah Winfrey lost out to a BAFTA. There's still the Oscar to go, and everyone knows they're a bit better than the BAFTAs. And Sally Hawkins lost out for Blue Jasmine. As best supporting actor, I was glad about this one when I saw it on the BAFTAs. It went to Barkhead Apti for his role as Muse in Captain Phillips. He was amazing in Captain Phillips. I don't know if he's actually trained as an actor, but he held his own, and I think personally overshadowed Tom Hanks and his role as Captain Phillips. As I say, John Cusack could have done the role of Captain Phillips just as well as Tom Hanks, but Barkhead Apti definitely hit the nail on the head with his performance, and his speech was very grateful towards everyone that had given him his role, and he didn't forget to mention the other pirates' names either. Leading Actress Award, that went to Cate Blanchett for Blue Jasmine. Amy Adams for American Hustle missed out. Emma Thompson for Saving Mr. Banks missed out. Judi Dench for Philomena missed out. Sandra Bullock for Gravity also missed out. I haven't seen Blue Jasmine yet, so I can't really say anything, but over the films that I have watched, I think probably the one for leading actress that out of them, Philomena's, it's a very good British film. Judi Dench is of course an amazing actress, but Sandra Bullock, I don't know about that one. Amy Adams was really good in American Hustle, but it wasn't outstanding. Sandra Bullock was good in Gravity again, and even though the film itself is outstanding, her role or her acting maybe wasn't outstanding, but she is in it for the full hour and a half, 90 minutes that the film lasts for. The leading actor went to Chiwetel Ejiofor for 12 Years a Slave, which I'm not surprised with, because some of those shots were very long and intense to do. Leonardo DiCaprio, Christian Bale, and Bruce Dern for Nebraska, they all lost out, so did Tom Hanks as well. But yeah, the best film out of the ones that they had there won. The best, I fully agree with the leading actor winner of Chiwetel for 12 Years a Slave, because the rest are films that these people are used to. 12 Years a Slave was a film that definitely took a toll on Chiwetel and some of the other actors because of the raw power and the fact that it is a quite hard subject to watch. Best Adopted Screenplay, the winner was Steve Coogan for Jeff Pope for Philomena. That's an interesting choice to make. It's one of the very many based on true life. It's about a woman called Philomena that finds her long lost son, played by Steve Coogan, and that's the winner for Best Screenplay. 12 Years a Slave, Behind Candelabra, Captain Phillips, and The Wolf of Wall Street all lost out. I haven't seen Philomena, so I can't really say much about that one, but out of the ones I have watched, Captain Phillips, The Wolf of Wall Street, and 12 Years a Slave, out of them, the best adopted screenplay I would say would have had to have gone to 12 Years a Slave. The best original screenplay, the winner was Eric Warren Singer, David O. Russell for American Hustle. Woody Allen lost out for Blue Jasmine, Alfonso Cuarón and Jonas Cuarón for Gravity, they lost out. Joel and Ethan Coen lost out for Inside Llewyn Davis, and Bob Nelson lost out with Nebraska. Original screenplay, American Hustle, it is a very good film, in depth, the characters are fully formed. I would say out of the ones that they had nominated, yes, American Hustle should have won. but personally I think if there was going to be a screenplay award winner, that should have gone to her, because that is just an incredibly funny, emotional film. And American Hustle is, it's a completely different film. Well, I don't know, they're both intelligent, they're both thoughtful, but I just preferred her to American Hustle. Best Director went to Steve McQueen for 12 Years a Slave? 12 Years a Slave? No, 12 Years a Slave. David O. Russell lost out for American Hustle. Paul Greengrass lost out for Captain Phillips. Alfonso Cuarón lost out for Gravity, and Martin Scorsese lost out with The Wolf of Wall Street. Director, don't know. I think Gravity should have won Best Director, thinking about it. I mean, 12 Years a Slave is a beautiful, earthly film, but Gravity, they had to create new ways of doing it. It was a film they said couldn't be made, and it pushes the boundaries of technology, of what the director has done before, of the actors themselves, of the cinematography, of the acting, and of the special effects used. Like I say, it's all a completely believable film when you're watching it. So Best Director, I think, should have gone to Gravity. Best Animated Film was Frozen out of Monsters University and Despicable Me 2. None of them. That's what, not that I'm saying to animated films, just to the ones they chose. There are better animated films out there than Despicable Me, Frozen, or Monsters University. Documentary, the winner went to The Act of Killing by Joshua Oppenheimer. The other ones that had been nominated for BAFTAs was The Armstrong Lee by Alex Gibney, Blackfish by Gabriella Calpathwaite, Tim's Vermeer by Tella Penn Gillette Farley Ziegler, and We Steal Secrets, the story of WikiLeaks by Alex Gibney. I haven't watched any of them, so I can't really comment about them. I would say the two that I would want to watch if somebody gets said, what documentary do you want to watch tonight? Here's 5 choices, would either be Stealing Secrets or The Act of Killing. Film not in an English language, the nominations were The Act of Killing, Blue is the Warmest Colour, which is the French one, and The Great Beauty, and The Great Beauty won. I haven't seen any of them. I know a bit about Blue is the Warmest Colour, but I can't really comment on them. Outstanding Debut by a British writer, director or producer. The winner went to Kieran Evans, director and writer for Kelly and Victor. The people that lost out was Colin Carberry and Glenn Patterson for Good Vibrations, Kelly Marcel for Saving Mr. Banks, and Paul Stokes and Paul White for Those in Peril Along, and Scott Graham, director and writer for Shell. Haven't seen any of them. Can't say anything about them. Have not seen them. Outstanding British Film. Now this one I saw and it was a shocker because the winner actually went to Gravity. It wasn't until that point I even knew it was a British film, considering, Alfonso Cuarón was the writer, so he's not English, and it stars 2 American actors. The only thing that makes it British is the fact that it was filmed in Britain. But we'll take it as our own. It lost out to Mandela, actually, Rush, and Saving Mr. Banks and The Selfish Giant. It lost out, all those lost out to Gravity. I'm quite surprised Mandela lost out to Gravity, personally. And Best Film of the year. The nominations were 12 Years a Slave, American Hustle, Captain Phillips, Gravity, and Philomena. And out of all of them, I personally think the winner was correct. 12 Years a Slave for Best Film. Yes, it's an incredible film. It's got some amazing actors in it for short bits, and like Brad Pitt, huge A-list actor. Benedict Cumberbatch, huge A-list actor. I can't think of his name, but the guy from Kill 'Em All and Ironclad, and you know, the little guy with glasses, he's in it as well. You know, another A-list actor, as you know, the main actor in it, as Yoba. He's only really known for Kinky Boots, Firefly, although they called it Serenity in the film, and a few other bits here and there. So he's not quite as high as the other ones, but he leads the entire film along with Fishbender, and they are both amazing. The script's incredible, it's impactful, and yes, out of all the films that they had given, that definitely deserved to win. Personally, if I had to put them in an order, it would be 12 Years a Slave, Graffiti, American Hustle, Captain Phillips and Philomena. That's what order. The biggest shock of the night at the BAFTAs was the fact that Peter Greenaway won an award for outstanding contribution to film. His work in the beginning was very looked down upon and frowned upon by the reviewers, the British film industry and cinema goers alike. Many of his films in the early stages involved things that you can't really show or say on YouTube. Some of it included nuns doing each other, naked men fighting, people eating cooked corpses, and people using skin them as books and things like that. But his films did have huge impact on cinema and involved many good actors such as Ewan McGregor. He was in The Pillow Book, and Michael Gambon, he was in The Cook, the Thief, his wife and her lover as well, which was early 90s, and Ewan McGregor appeared with him in The Pillow Book in 96. So winning this award was a bit of a shocker, I think, even for him, as when he went up to receive the award, which he did with fairly good dignity and grace, he still said that there still needs to be people out there pushing the boundaries of cinema and what film can do. Basically, he was scolding the British Academy of Films from their own placard, and for giving him an award, he basically went, "Thank you very much, I knew I deserved this. I don't know what you were getting at earlier, but for that, take this." That's what he pretty much did. But fair play, mate. You definitely deserve to win an award like that by the BAFTAs that have pretty much smeared you most of your career. So that has been the review of the BAFTAs and the rundown of all the winners and losers. Here's looking forward to the Oscars. Thanks very much for watching. Please check out the rest of my channel for additional reviews on films, further content, interviews. Hope you enjoyed watching this. Remember to like and share. Check my channel out and subscribe. Let me know what you think about some of the winners for the BAFTAs and the upcoming Oscars in the comment section, and also let me know what you think about some of the films as well. Thanks very much for watching. Check out the channel, please subscribe. Take care and bye.